Hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am in a stage in my budgeting journey where I'm sort of not necessarily feeling the motivation that you kind of need to get through this. As you guys know, sometimes when you are trying to go for a goal, you start off really motivated, really energized, and just enthusiastic about that goal. And then eventually it fizzles out, and then that's when the discipline comes in. So I think that's where I'm at right now. Not necessarily excited about my goals, probably because we're not that close, but I know that in the long run, I will be super happy that I stuck with this. That's basically where I am. So thank you guys for coming, and let's get straight into the video. So I added my husband's student loan on the bill tracker just because I will be contributing to that monthly going forward until the end of the year. The electric bill, May's electric bill came in, and usually I pay these bills a month early. So we were able to get May's electric bill to $42.43, which is great because I always aim for under 50, and the last 2 months have been over. We also spent some money on groceries, and it was under budget. As you guys know, my budget is usually $125. I spent $108. I paid rent on the 1st. Just add that. And then also we decided that when we do renew our lease, my rent is not going to change. It was going to go up $200. Since I'm going to contribute to some of his student loans, then I guess that was a compromise that we came to, which is great. And then for my student loan, I paid $500 towards it. And I budgeted only $500 towards mine as well, just because mine is so much lower than his. I'm under $5,000, so I don't see this really as an issue. And then I put $1,000 towards his loan. I think we'll be able to get rid of his loan by the end of the year, which is great. So let's move forward to our debt. So on the 2nd of April, I paid $500. So that's a total of $1,200 for this year. And we are at $4,344.36. Obviously, there's some interest accruing with that, but it's really minimal. I'm not worried about it at all. So then for my husband, he also has a student loan. I really don't necessarily care to give the details on his loan, but I do want to track my contributions. So I'm going to contribute until December of this year. And then my minimum payment is going to be $1,000. And I gave him $1,000 on the 11th. The balance goes down a lot because he's contributing himself. So I'm just going to keep giving $1,000 until the end of the year and then be done with that. I did put another $500 towards my savings, just because I don't know what to do with my money necessarily, just because I know there's debt to be paid off for me, as well as I still haven't completely funded my Roth IRA. So I'm just not knowing what to do with my money. So I've just been putting it in my savings until I figure out what to do. My general thought is to just put any extra money that I do have into my savings, and then I will make the decision on whether I want to put a lump sum towards my Roth IRA or somewhere else. I figured I would just add that and then do the little coloring because I did add $500. So that puts us at $20,500. Obviously, there was some interest in there that I don't include, and you guys will see a little bit more about that in my sinking fund. I put in $500, so that is $20,500. And then for my individual brokerage on the 11th of March, as you see, I put $500 on there. So I put another $500 at the end of March. So I was at $1,700 at the end of March. And then on April 11th, I put another $500, which is like what, a day ago, 2 days ago. So now we are at $2,200 in my individual brokerage, $20,500 for my emergency fund. And again, I am very known and prone to cash out this individual brokerage to do what I need to do. So if I decide that I'm going to pay off the rest of a loan, if it's within striking range, or if I want to take the money in here and put it there, that's definitely going to happen. So just don't be surprised when you see me inevitably liquidate when I need to. And then we're just going to add another bean here because I did put another 500. And this is why I'm telling you guys that I am just going off of discipline and not necessarily motivation. As you can see, I don't have anything planned for April. My birthday is on the 23rd, which is cool. I'll be 31. Yay. So as you see, my calendar is looking kind of plain because outside of my dentist appointment and my birthday, my brother's birthday, I haven't planned anything. I'm kind of just going through the motions with things at work and just trying to get through some deliverables that are really not fun to deal with. So because of that, I've been really focused on just sort of staying afloat and haven't really been feeling too passionate about like decorating my calendar. So my goals are going to reflect that as well. They are pretty much the same as they have been because I do feel when I have less motivation, I don't like to push myself in terms of goals. So I made a goal to save $1,000 and I've already done that. I put 500 towards my savings, 500 towards my individual brokerage, which is great. 15 no spend days, which we're on a good track, and then contribute to my individual brokerage. So again, as you guys can see, I like to pick goals that are very reachable and that I can reach on autopilot when I'm feeling like I don't have motivation to strive for more. For a lot of people, these are really reach goals, right? For me, not necessarily, and I acknowledge that. So we are surviving in April, and so that we can thrive in later months, basically. Moving on to our monthly budget, I've already written out all of the categories for you guys so you don't have to watch me figure things out in real time. As you guys know, I don't like to waste anybody's time. So that is $4,290.20. That is how much I have budgeted to be spending. So debt and living expenses are my highest. I already had to pay some for my dog care. And then my discretionary is really where I'm going to be able to pull some of this back. Also with beauty, I don't think I'm going to be really spending $200 this month. So it's good that some of my categories are sporadic so that I have a break some months. So if you guys remember last month, I didn't have to buy any medicine for the dog. This month I do. Last month I had a facial. This month I don't. So it just really evens out. So we will see if I actually reach $4,290.20 or if I am under it. We will just see. I do know that the dog has a grooming appointment coming up. So we are definitely going to reach that 200 mark, but I digress. So moving on to our day-to-day spending. As you guys can see, I wasn't paid until the 11th of April. So we went a whole week, 2 weeks of spending off of what I had in my account last month. So the only things that I'm going to be tallying up in my day-to-day spend are the miscellaneous categories. Everything else are bills. So just so you know, on the 2nd of April, I paid $500 towards my student loan. On the 1st, I paid rent. And then on the 11th, I paid $1,000 towards my husband's student loan. On the 7th, we went out to eat. We tried a new Thai food place and it was great. That was $28.15. And then on the 5th of April, I paid for groceries. It was $108 even. And then on the 8th, my dog needed new flea and tick medicine. So I bought that from Chewy, $84.96. And then I bought a bus pass over the weekend as well, $10, so that we can get around for the cheap. These are already accounted for within the budget. So my total so far is $28.50 of spending, which is crazy because I felt like I was spending a lot. But really, no, I had 1 day of spending. That is my budget so far for the month of April. I will get back to you guys when I am paid again. I am expecting another paycheck on the 26th of April. And by that time, I will have one less thing on my plate at work as well. So I do apologize if my energy is a little bit lower, but we are getting through April. We are getting through the trudge of paying off debt as well as some work things. And everything is going to be all right in May. So thank you guys again for coming. Please leave a comment on how you guys are doing for the month of April. If you got paid yet, if you budgeted, how you're doing on them. Are you still feeling motivated? Because I am not. So anyone who has any good news, feel free to leave that in the comments too. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.